How are you doing it right now?
Here's my audience.
You didn't say
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. The title of my speech today is The Sad Truth About Puppy Mills. According to the ASCPA, approximately 1,200,000 dogs are euthanized each year. That's a large number to process in your head, so I'm going to break it down to a smaller number for you. 23,076 dogs a week, 3,296 dogs a day, 137 dogs an hour, and about 2 to 3 dogs every single minute are euthanized. That's not because people just like to euthanize dogs. This happens because our local shelters, where they take in the dogs, are so overpopulated that the only way for them to physically bring in any more dogs is to get rid of other dogs. So they choose the older dogs, the dogs that have been there for a while, and they have to euthanize them. And the amount of time that it took me to tell you that one fact, at least one dog was euthanized. According to the Humane Society of the United States, 38% of dogs are purchased from pet stores or breeders. I know 38% may not sound like a large number, but that 38% is what keeps these puppy mills in business. That 38% is the reason that 2 to 3 dogs are euthanized every single minute of every single day. I myself have personally taken part in a few puppy mill protests and puppy store protests. I also have a crazy sister who loves dogs, and she's always forcing me to read about puppy mill stories and do my research and learn about puppy mills. So I believe that what I have to tell you today can be very, very useful for you. So empty your brain of any opinions you have on puppy mills and listen to the facts that I have to tell you. First, I will make you aware of the living conditions of puppy mills. Secondly, I will describe and explain the health of the puppies being sold out of these puppy mills. Then I will educate you on the laws that are put into place to regulate these puppy mills. And finally, I will tell you ways that you yourself can help end these puppy mills. We all at one point in our lives have looked into either buying a dog, adopting a dog, just getting a dog. And if you haven't, one day you will. So I hope that you take what I have to tell you today into account when you are going to purchase a dog. I will begin by discussing the living conditions of these puppy mills that these dogs and puppies are forced to live in. Here's actually a photo of a puppy mill. The ASCPA says the definition of puppy mill is a large-scale commercial dog breeding facility where profit is given over the well-being of the dog. So, in these puppy mills, they care more about making a profit. They don't care if the puppies are in good health. They don't care if the puppies are living well. They don't care about the puppies. They just care about making a profit. Full-grown dogs that are being used to breed and the puppies that they have are being housed in overcrowded and very unsanitary conditions. These puppies and dogs, they never get experience treats. They never get to play catch. They never get to even chew on a toy. So the dogs that are used for breeding, some of them don't even get to see sunlight or breathe fresh air. According to the ASCPA, as I said, that was a quote from the ASCPA. The conditions of these puppy mills are very, very inhumane. Sickness and health issues. These puppies never get to see vets. Here's a photo of a puppy with a sickness. These puppy mill puppies, they don't see a real vet. Tons of them have a bunch of health issues. Most of them are prone to congenital or hereditary conditions. They arrive at the pet stores with these diseases and infirmities. So most of these puppies are sold to the pet stores, and they're sold out of these puppy mills with a bunch of diseases. Diseases that you can bring that dog home to your family, and if you already have a dog, your dog can get that disease. Or diseases that you'll have to take that puppy to the vet and get him fixed. Regulations of these puppy mills are not very strict at all. They're basically required to have food for the puppies, water for the puppies, and a place for the puppies to sleep. Most of the breeders are required to have a license and to have insurance on these puppies. In some of the states don't even have puppy mill regulations and laws, as you can see. The gray states, there are no puppy mill regulations and laws for those. According to the AWA, the AWA was passed in 1966. It set the standards for puppy mills at a minimal. According to the AWA, it's legal to keep a dog in a cage that's only 6 inches longer than the dog in each direction, with a wire floor for the rest of its life. And that's completely legal according to the AWA. Can you imagine living in a cage that's only 6 inches longer than you for the rest of your life? Can you imagine how inhumane that is? But there are plenty of things that you can do to help these dogs. You can adopt a dog from a local shelter. You can maybe participate in a protest against puppy shelters. Or you can keep an eye out on local puppy mills and turn them in. Thank you for listening to my speech about puppy mills today.